And the crazy part is, people be so like scared to find a mentor.
Even when I was like in jail, I'm thinking, I'm reading books, Real Estate for Dummies. I'm just reading. I'm like, all right, look, it's got to be bigger than this.
Right.
You know what I mean? It got to be bigger than this. So I was really just situated on what I was doing. 8 months straight, I locked in, and then after those 8 months, man, I became like a millionaire. I mean, right now I got 30 houses, bro, and it's like I own majority of them. So my net worth is I don't really care about it.
What's going on, man? How you feeling?
What's up, Boom?
Yo, first thing first, I appreciate you coming on. I see you doing a lot of stuff in the city. See you doing a lot of stuff just in general. Yep. I saw you was down Miami, recession proof. Was that last weekend?
Yeah, last weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife, she like almost about to be due nails, so I was like, I don't want to leave. And then next, you know, she crack open while I'm down there.
Sure. No, I understand.
But it looked like it was like a good thing.
Yeah, it was definitely a good experience. Like, definitely just, you know, mingling with all them different type of people. You know what I mean? Different mindsets. You know, it'll take you to different levels. So that's the reason why I basically tapped in down there.
So you would say, like, I know this, and I know you know this, but you would say, like, being around the right rooms, being in the right rooms, being around the right people, and just having mentorship is like key.
I mean, it's like having mentorships available, like it just basically streamlines the process.
Exactly. And the crazy part is, people be so like scared to find a mentor. Or like, I remember I knew this guy, right? And he started real estate around the same time as me. And I kind of like started streamlining, like I don't want to say lapping him, but I started like, you start seeing the gap. And then he went tapped into me like a year later. He's like, yo, like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like day one, not day two, not day three, day one, I went and found a mentor. Yeah. So like I started out on the right path. Yeah. Like a lot of people try to figure out things the hard way, which I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at it at all, and that's how he was. Because I remember when we first started, I said, yo, I'm about to tap into this person, and they about to take me under their wing. Yeah. Like, it's room. Like, I'll bring you in, because me and him was cool already. I'm like, he's like, nah, I'm going to figure it out on my own. Yeah. And he was like, yo, you really kind of like had a little gap. What's the difference? I was like, yo, I told you, get under somebody's wing, get that mentorship, because that really helped. And, you know, did you have like a mentor?
So, like basically, see, I started in 2005. That's when I bought my first property. So like it was, you know, it wasn't no mentors around back then. So, but I just knew like, all right, 99% of, you know, real estate investors are millionaires. So that was my whole thing. All right, look, how can I become a millionaire? So I bought my first house down like Brewery Town. I bought it for $5,000. For $5,000.
You still got it?
Yeah, no, actually I sold that one. I sold that one for $160. Like when it first
started a little bit more.
No, but I bought two actually down there. Oh, okay. So I still got the one, but the one I bought for $5,000 down there. And then you know, I went through a lot of ups and downs with that property, and then you know that's how I basically got on, basically for real.
Off them. Yo, so it's crazy because people don't even, you know how people that quote go around all the time. That one property changed your life, like you case in point, like that one, you said that put you on. Yeah,
that one, actually it was the two properties. I bought one for $5 and I bought one for $12. The one for $12 right now is worth like $420 or something like that.
You know what's crazy? One of my friends, he, it's funny because he was like, back in the day, he was just, you know, making money, doing all different types of stuff. Yeah. And his girlfriend was like, you making so much money, you know, you need to go ahead and buy something or I'm gonna leave you. Yeah. So he told me that story. I was like, for real, what you do? He said, I bought something. But he a real estate investor now. Like that's all he do now. And he said he bought the house for like 40 grand or something like that. In the heart, I'm talking about the heart of Brewery Town. Yeah. That's something. The house worth like 450 now. For real? The house worth like 450 now. He said, yo, that was the best thing I did. He said he bought it just to shut her up though.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And then like you said, it really put you at one property and changed your life. And then he just started grabbing other pieces, other houses and stuff like that. And now he got like, I don't know how many houses he got now, but same type of thing. He just started grabbing stuff, put them on, and then he took that money. And then he like sold one and he just started flooding the streets with the houses done.
That was my main thing, was basically buying them just to rent them out. I'm thinking like, if I'm getting $7,000 or $8,000 a month, like I'm gonna be on top. Yeah. But like my mindset changed as I kept going.
Yo, it's funny, right? you know it's funny? You said, yo, back then you was like, if I'm getting 7 to 8, if I'm getting 7 to 8 grand a month coming from these rentals, like, yo, I'm gonna be rich. Like I'm good. Yeah. Whole time like 7, 8 grand now. Like I mean, it's still good money. It's still good money. Don't get me wrong, but 7, 8 grand now, you like, damn, it's a tight month. Yeah, like this is it's getting a little funny. Yeah. But it's crazy how perspective, life. And once you know too much, you can't go back.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't go back.
Evolving, also, like just evolving. You know what I mean? Not staying in the same mind frame. I think that changes a lot.
Yeah, and also being open-minded too, because a lot of times people don't grow and people don't evolve because they're not open-minded. So I say this all the time to like my mentees and stuff. Yo, life is like a football game, basically. You got the quarterback and you got a wide receiver. Yeah. The quarterback is like your mentors, life, people. They trying to throw game to you. Yeah. But in order for a receiver to catch the ball, his hands got to be open.
You got to be open.
If your mind ain't open, you can't catch nothing. You can't score nothing.
Exactly.
You see what I mean? Exactly. So a lot of times I'm throwing game, you throwing game at people. It's pretty, I know there's a lot of people that you threw some game to. They like, it might not work for me. They mind closed, they not open to new ideas.
Exactly.
So they can't catch nothing, they can't score nothing. Meanwhile, the people that do catch something, they buying properties now. They making money now. They making $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 a month now. Yeah. Because they was open-minded. Yeah, easily. And like you said, like being evolving in perspective, like making $8,000 and $10,000 a month not really even hard when you really think about it.
Yeah, when you really think about it like that. I think like, see, right now I'm probably making like 70, 80,000 a month.
There you go.
So, but it was like, I'm like, all right, look, I got to evolve. I got to get with, you know, credit. I got to get with so many different outlets so I can build it to that. But I always thought big though. Like even when I was like in jail, I'm thinking, I'm reading books, Real Estate for Dummies. I'm just reading. I'm like, all right, look, it's got to be bigger than this.
Right.
You know what I mean? It got to be bigger than this. So I basically sat in there, did what I needed to do, and then, you know what I mean?
How long was you down for?
I was down for a total of like 7 years.
For real?
A total of 7 years.
So came home, then went back.
Yeah. So the first time I did like 3.5 years. Came home. I had I had them houses, but I was thinking about like lines of credit and all that stuff. But I didn't have no credit or nothing. I didn't know anything about it.
So you was already on game.
Yeah, I was on game.
You just didn't have a resource. Yeah, I had a resource. Already on game. Yeah, that's good though, because a lot of people don't got the resource and they not on game. So you had half the battle.
Yeah, I just didn't have the resources. I didn't know what to do, but I'm always looking for resources.
Yeah.
So I basically did them 3.5 years, and then I came home. I bought like 3 more houses. My mom was actually saving my rent money from all my properties. So when
that's the other part of a good team.
So I had like 40 or 50,000 when I came home, but I still was in the mindset of I'm halfway in and I'm halfway out. So I took that money and bought like 3 houses, and then I started something like rooming houses. So when I went back to jail that last time, I was maybe getting like 12,000 a month from like all my income. So I said, you know what, I'm done with the streets. Like I'm done. You know what I mean? When I came home, I probably had like 100 and some thousand. It was over after that.
Yeah, and then you just went there and flooded the streets and just got more houses and stuff. So, all right, let's touch back on something. You said your rental income, rooming houses and stuff like that, that was bringing in some nice bit of change, right?
Yep.
But then, I'm just assuming, and you correct me, you then tapped into the credit portion of it, and that 10x'd it.
That 10x'd it.
So that was after the second time you came home.
So that was when I came home. What, 5 years? Well, 5 years ago, 4 years ago now.
So it's been 4 years since you.
Yeah, 4 years. So basically, when I came home this last time, I was like, you know what, I'm done doing what I was doing now. I got a nice amount of money. So, but I'm like, I can't get this credit together. Like I need to get. I don't even know where to start at. I didn't know where to start at. So I was actually scrolling on Instagram. I was looking at a few guys. I ain't gonna drop no names right now. So I was looking at a few guys. I'm like, all right, he not for me. He not for me. Then I looked at one of my mentors or whatever. I looked at him and he was giving the game out. So this was before people was even on the credit repair. This was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, that people was on it, but people wasn't on it. Now it was like a trend.
Yeah, now it was like a trend. It's trendy. You know what I mean? It's trendy now. So I got with him, and then that basically unlocked all the equity I had in my properties, because basically I built my credit profile, and now I built my buying power up. So now my buying power, I had like maybe at this time I probably had like $1.8 million in equity that I can unlock.
Because these properties you bought cash.
Yeah, these properties I bought. All of my properties was cash. So I probably had this time like 10 properties cash. So I just had a bunch of equity. I pulled probably like 300,000 or 400,000 out, and then I just start flipping from there.
So look, couple things that so one question. Did you refi these properties when you poured the equity out, or you use them as collateral for like a line of credit, home equity line of credit?
Yeah, so basically, I don't know. I never tapped them with the refinancing properties. Okay. I always took a line of credit out. Whereas though I can basically
take what you need.
Take what I need out of it. Because when you refi, you got to pay on that.
Yeah.
If I take a 160,
take the whole lump sum out.
Yeah. You take 160 off. Now I'm paying interest on 160 every month instead of me taking 50,000 out, and then I just pay interest on that.
I think the refi is good when you got some moves. Yeah. Like you got some serious plays lined up. Like, all right, look, I'm about to take out, 100, 200,000. Like I'm about to make a move right now.
Yeah, right now.
No, I'm saying me. I got to make a move right now where I'm about to take out a lump like that on a property.
Yeah.
But I got a couple things already waiting for me.
Yeah.
So like at that point it makes sense. But for some people that's just taking out these lump sum, messing up their cash flow for no reason.
Because they don't know the game.
Yeah. They want this lump sum of money in their pocket, but then next they renting it for $1,200. They note $1,000.
Yeah.
It don't really make
sense. It don't add up. Because basically, see, people don't even understand the lines of credit versus the refinance.
Exactly, they don't.
Because all right, so you're taking 250,000 out on a refinance, but I can take that same 250,000 out and just
have it available.
Yeah, just have it
like
available.
Like a savings account.
Yeah, in my savings account, have it available. All right, I got 2 properties over here. I'm gonna take the 75,000 out and just pay interest on that, and still have the 100 and something thousand there. You know what I mean? So
for a rainy day.
For a rainy day. So that's the whole difference on that.
Yeah, but a lot of people, for to be honest with you, now think about it. That's not even like a topic people really bringing up like that. Like everybody, the burr, you know what I mean?
I'll stay away from that.
Everybody bringing up that, and I know a couple guys is like, heavy on that, and it works out for them, but they pipeline of deals go as long as the Nile River, you know what I mean? So they can refi cribs because they got 20 houses waiting for them to buy. Yeah. So at that point it makes sense because they're going from one closing to the next closing, refi closing, and maybe the second closing in the same day.
Yeah.
But for other people that's like, I don't have no other property in sights for me to buy. Like I'm just sitting on this money.
Yeah.
And then you know how it goes. Sometimes you sitting on money, it just slowly start.
Yeah, money goes fast.
Money goes super fast.
It goes fast. So you can have 160,000.
Next thing you got 130. Yeah, now I got 120. Next thing you know, all of a sudden you got 50. You
50 is over.
The hell, next you know, everybody calling, I need help. You all of a sudden you down to 50 grand. You don't even know what the hell happened.
Yeah.
You can't even make that next move anymore.
Nope, not at all.
Now you got to do down payment for something. You back in another loan, another loan.
And that's how people get messed up in that game. I basically learned from experience, going through all that different type of stuff. But I never. Basically, my banker, like having those relationships, like my banker was telling me, like, all right, look, you want to do this versus this. So I sat there. I ain't just say, all right, I got $1 million worth of equity. I'm trying to, just pull it off, just refinance. He told me the differences, and then that's when I just like, all right, I feel better about just taking a line of credit. Yeah, and that was that.
So you basically, I'm just backtracking. You had bought a couple properties, before $5,000, like some cheap stuff.
Cheap joints.
Yeah, but then it seemed like you getting locked up helped you in a way.
Me.
In a funny way, it helped because it disciplined you. It took you away from spending your money and made it safe.
Exactly.
And then your mom, put it to the side for you.
Yeah.
So that was like a blessing in disguise.
It was. For me, it was because I'm like, you know what? Actually, you know what I did? Let me see. I did 10 months in the hole, right?
Dang.
Like 10 months.
Dang.
Because my uncle, he worked at Greatest Fort, so they put me right in the hole. So
Dang.
I'm reading books constantly all day long. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going back there. It just basically made me just think about everything in a different aspect.
Right.
So when I came home, it just was like I already streamed. I was already knowing what I wanted to do already.
Right.
I just had to get the plugs after that.
So then, boom. The money was being saved, your mom put everything aside, and then you jump right out and then start grabbing some more spots.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yo, that's really a blessing though, because you know how many people come home and they like
nothing.
I'm trying to figure something out. Like I'm nothing wrong with I'm selling waters and I'm doing whatever I gotta do to make $1,000.
Yeah.
You come home, you got a nice chunk sitting.
Yeah.
So that's love right there. And then the smart thing about you is you went and you could have did anything. you went and put it right back into the streets as far as getting properties and stuff like that, which, you know, fast track everything else.
Yep.
Now, and then you tapped into the line of credit and went in, but that gap in between, how did you fix your credit? Did you pay somebody, or like you just, from the books, you just figured it out?
Well, I thought, like, so basically, I thought I knew what I was doing. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I got 2 credit cards. You know, I'm paying. It's at 70%. Really, I don't really know what's going on. But so I go to the bank. I open up I open up an account with my mom. So they wouldn't even open an account up at American Heritage because I didn't have over 550 credit score. But I'm like, dang, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do.
For real?
Yeah. So the lady was like, yeah, once you get your credit together, you know, we
I didn't know they got serious like that.
Yeah. So basically what I did was, it made me mad, but I'm real competitive.
Right.
So it made me mad. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna come back. My score gonna be a 750. Like when I come back to you.
Right.
So I
saw it.
Yeah. So basically what I did was I got with Marcus or whatever, and then he helped me build my credit up to, you know, so whereas though I can build my buying power.
What year is this?
This was I got with him maybe like 2.5 years ago. 3 years, close to 3 years ago.
This is the beginning.
Yeah, this is the beginning of, you know,
mentorships
and all that stuff. So
you original mentee,
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, because it's like I was basically at a deadlock. Like for 8 months. This was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So for 8 months, I just fixed my credit. I just focused on that. I was eating oodles and noodles. I was just really, you gotta think about that. So I was really just situated on what I was doing. 8 months straight, I locked in, and then after those 8 months, man, I became like a millionaire after that. Maybe like 7, 8 months after that, because of all the equity, then the deals I had, the plays I had, or whatever.
So it's crazy. What I get from you is, and I don't know if it's from being locked up, your discipline is different. Yeah,
discipline different.
Your discipline different.
Discipline different.
Ain't nobody sitting on that type of cash can sit for 8 months.
Yeah, for sure.
Ain't nobody ain't sitting on that type of cash and literally for 8 months. Like, I'm just trying to fix my credit so my next move can be the best move.
That's all I was thinking about.
That's what's up, though. Do you think because being locked up that did that, or you already had that type of discipline?
I mean, I think like since I was a young kid, like I always, like, my discipline was, I always thought bigger. Like, so like when I was like 14 years old, I found like 5,000 or 6,000 in, you know, Atlantic City. So I always was, like, I always thought, yeah, in the bathroom. I'm down there with my grandma. I find some money, and you know what I mean. I'm like, so money didn't really mean that much to me. Like you know,
you seen it too early.
I seen it too early. So that's the difference between me and like me being locked up. I just said, all right, you know what? I'll just lock in on certain stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I want to buy that car. I want to buy this, and I'll go out there and buy it. Whatever I want to buy in this world, I believe I can get it.
Yeah, that's how I truly believe, and I tell people that all the time. Like, whatever you want, speak it.
Yeah.
Write it down and actually feel it. Like, you got to feel it before you can feel it.
Exactly.
And a lot of times, that's really that's the gap between people not having something and having something.
Exactly.
They really didn't believe it in the beginning.
Yeah, they're like, man, I can't do it.
They like, y'all want this, but like that eye is already, you killed it.
Yeah.
You already killed it. So for you like, I want it. Yep. Period.
No matter
ain't
what.
No eye.
Yeah,
no,
like I'm getting this.
We gonna go set it up.
Exactly.
That's dope. So now you had you tapped into the credit. You went and started buying properties, and then you just stayed consistent with that.
Yeah, it was. I basically just treated it like a layup. Like everything. What I did was I kept on buying rooming houses. I kept on doing little deals, making $60,000 and $70,000 off, taking my lines of credit, and then everything just was coming together. Everything was just coming together.
Next thing you know, they started overlapping each other.
Yeah, and then I did
one deal every couple months, turned into every day, every month. You know what I mean, stuff like that.
And actually, you know what? I left this most important part out too. So in that 8 months, when I was fixing my credit, I got my GC license.
All right.
Yeah, I got my GC license. So I'm just basically being, you know, a slave to what I'm doing. I got my GC license.
You was locked in?
I was locked in, for sure. All the way locked in. All the way locked in, for sure. And that just streamlined everything. I'm working with the workers. I'm doing towels. I'm doing everything.
But that's good though, you know, because I tell people this all the time. Your first rehab, you want to be in that joint.
Yeah.
You want to be in there watching with it, like without. So, you know, I do realtor. When I don't really deal with that too much anymore, but realtor, wholesale, and we fix up houses, rehab, buy houses. We pretty much do everything. Yeah. But what I did in the beginning, when I was in the realtor space, I was basically watching the home inspector. Like, I'm at the home inspector's like, all right, what's that? What's that? Dang, this is broke. All right, when you check, so they'll check off on the list, this is broke, this needs to be fixed. yo, you know how would you fix that?
Yeah.
Oh, well, the way the homeowner can fix it is by the homeowner at that current moment before they sell it. They can go ahead and do this, that, and that. I'm like, all right, so that's how you fix those.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, this hot water tanks break. So how do you even, how much do they cost? How much you, so I'm paying attention to all these things. And then my first rehab, I'm talking about, I'm in there with the guys.
As
like,
you should.
Oh, my girlfriend at the time, she like, yo, you been at that house all day. Like, why you in there all day? You not even working. I'm like this.
Yeah, I need to know the prices.
Yeah, I need to know the prices. I'm going back and forth to Home Depot getting them stuff, but they write down exactly what they need. I'm going to get it, but I'm sitting there like my first rehab, I was going in there blind. Like I ain't know how to. I mean, I know a little bit because I did a lipstick rehab before. Yeah. But like just paint and carpet type time. But at that point, I really was sitting there watching them. Like I could really, if I really wanted to, I could redo a whole crib myself. I got some laborers, but obviously we not doing all that.
Yeah,
but
no.
But that's what I tell people all the time. Just sit in there and just watch them. Like how they swing the hammer, how they put the screws in, how they do this, how they do that. Yeah. And then you could really start picking up, okay, I see now. Like,
and you can know how to charge them off of that.
Exactly.
Like you can know like, all right, like you putting a towel in and you trying to charge me $250. It's like, only a couple bolts. Like, come on, we can't
need to charge me $40. Yeah, like
I mean, I give you $100, but I'm just saying, like, you ain't gonna charge me $250 to put a towel in.
I know people that's charging like almost a stack to put in like a hot water tank, but people don't know. They like, nothing. Dang, I thought this how much they cost. Like, nah, like, but that's good though, and that's what I say. Like, you gotta really watch these things and really pay attention. But what I realize about you, which is intriguing, to be honest, I like it. It's not against, but it's the opposite of what I do and how I was taught. You do a lot of lips, not like paint and carpet, but you do like, I'm saving what I can save in these houses. Yeah. And look, like, how you get into that strategy and like, does it work out for you? So obviously it works out for you, but.
So basically, I do all different types of flips. So, you know, I got, like, by me going through the ranks, I gained to maybe 20 workers, right? Mm-hmm. So I got to keep my workers working, and I got to keep my cash flow to pay everybody. Right. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do rooming houses. I'm gonna do lipstick remodels. I just call them turnkeys, like turnkeys, and then I'm gonna buy and flip. You know what I mean? So the lipstick ones, I might have to put maybe like $3,000 or $4,000 into them. So the average, so I buy something in Frankfurt. For
my last crib, I put 80 into it.
Yeah, I put in 4,000 or 5,000 and then walk away with like 30,000. That easy in like 2 to 3 weeks. You know what I mean? So basically, that's like it's really easy. It's real easy. Honestly.
I got to take you to the one I'm doing now because I'm putting like 6,000 in total. Yeah, I got to take you to that because that's more so your model. But my last one, like we literally carved it out. Yeah. But so what is
the turnkey strategy?
What is your like? What are you doing in them houses? Like, what are you taking out? What are you putting in?
So basically, I replace like laminate floors. You know, redo the laminate floors. Look, the turnkey strategy for me is me doing a line of credit on the property, and then me just taking the equity and running with it like that. So what I would do in the property is I would put 5,000 into it. I'll maybe change the laminate floors, change the toilets, update the backsplash, and put like redo the kitchen, because the kitchens and the bathrooms, that's the most important part. Yeah. But I keep some things in there. I keep like the tub. I spray the tub, with paint. I mainly just keep a lot of updated facelift it. Like you don't have me personally. I can't go into every property like, yo, I'm tearing this whole property out. I can't do it because I don't have that many skilled workers. Okay. I maybe got 15 skilled workers, and I got some guys that know how to do certain things. So listen, I'm gonna throw y'all bones. Y'all gonna be in those properties, and then my full remodels is my team. So that's how I keep everybody eating. Then at the end of the day, I'm walking to a close and taking 30,000 or 40,000 every couple of weeks. Like, you know what I mean? So that money adds up like that. So
let me try to put something together. You get the house, then get the line of credit, then start working on it. Yeah. Okay. So you pull out what you can at the as-is value. Play with it a little bit. And then double back and sell it, or then pull it out.
Then I can pull a second line if I want to pay off the first one behind that. But that's something people don't even talk about.
People don't talk about that.
People don't even talk about that. Yeah.
That's a.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, so look, my main thing is...
I ain't gonna lie, now you got me thinking, the one I just said I'm doing, I should have probably did something like that. Yeah. That's a good, It's backwards, but it's forwards though.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta think about it. Or say if I pay like 40 or 50,000, maybe 60 in cash that I got laying around from another deal.
But you just refloating the money
from
from the last. Yeah, I'm just
refloating the money from the last one, and then I pull a line of credit at the end. So if it's worth 140 and I pay 60 for it, at 65% of LTV, what's that? Or 100 something like that. What's that? I'm still cashing out anyway. You know what I mean?
It's so win on the front end and win on the back end.
Yeah, one on the front end and one on the back end. But people don't even talk about that. Like the main thing I do, like as I talk to my bankers, and he just lay it all out there for me. He laid it out there for me for real. Like, you know what I mean? I never heard nobody talking about it. Like everybody's strategy is buy, sell, refinance. Like I'm like, no, it got to be other ways.
Yeah.
Even like, so I bought a building for a ticket for right?
Bro.
Yeah. So basically, what I did was I put down like 300,000 down on it for like 30% down on it. Yeah. It's an investment loan. People don't even be doing that type of stuff.
No, people don't talk about none of them 20%, 30% down. Regular bank loans. Everybody is hard money.
Yep.
Cash or hard money or private.
Exactly.
Nobody talk about tapping in. I know one guy, and he talks about getting just a regular conventional loan.
Yeah.
Because with the conventional loans, they don't have to be brand new houses. Nah. Like you can get something that need work with a conventional loan, but nobody talk about that.
Yeah. All right, so
more so people don't like dealing with here's the thing is though, the problem with that is nobody like dealing with banks because nobody paperwork right.
Exactly.
Nobody paperwork right.
Yeah.
Nobody got tax returns. Nobody got W-2s. Nobody got credit. No, because now with the hard money loans and the private, they don't ask for nothing.
No,
as long as the deal makes sense, you can have the money.
And as long as you got a couple deals under your belt.
They don't care. But shoot, some of these lenders, they like, we'll give you a higher rate. That could be your first one.
Yeah. I just more so take the lines of credit off with the banks. I deal with hard money too, but you know, that's for like certain deals that I'm flipping.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm dealing with hard money. Yeah, and then hard money lenders, the bank, and I'm dealing with private lenders. So I'm circulating three different lenders like at all times. You know what I mean?
That's smart though. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like that. I might really start thinking about that.
I think that's how, I ain't gonna lie, that's how I see so much money. Because I'm not just tapped in on one person. I got all these different ways I'm making money, and I got all these different workers. So the money is coming in endlessly. And I'm honestly, I don't even really be doing that much. My most important, like really my hardest way of getting money is the mentorship. Because I gotta be on top of everybody and all that stuff. But as far as like my house is just like it's a machine already.
Cause the work not that hard.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Whereas like with us, like somebody installing new joists, we gotta make sure that's done right.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, we got rebuilding the back wall. That gotta be done right. But here's the thing though, this is my question. Tenants move in, how the calls after that though? Cause like when we rehab houses, everything brand new. Like we ain't getting no phone calls ever unless they like something like out of this world just happened, you know, like whatever might just happen. But like let's say for one of my tenants, I haven't heard from him since I did the house. Like everything, we gutted out everything, brand new pipes, brand new electric, everything. But how is it for you since you're doing lipstick? So you just tapping into somebody else's work from the 60s.
So I would make sure so say if it's PEX in the house, or if it's not PEX in the house, I'm tearing all that stuff out.
Okay.
And you know, PEX don't cost no money.
It don't cost nothing.
It's really easy. So I got work. So look, some workers I'm paying $175 a day. If I do that for a whole week, that's $700. I can get a whole system done with that. You know what I mean? So I might be spending like $1,100 to $1,200 on.
But you ripping out only the walls and okay, I got you.
Only the walls that needs it, like, you know what I mean? So I can take that out. I put new hot water tanks. Majority of everything is getting upgraded, but it don't really cost that much.
Right, and you not putting central air heat in every room.
No. If whatever heat is in there, that's the heat that's staying in there.
Yo, this dude is crafty. Let me wait a minute. So you like they gonna get it how they get it?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if the system is just super outdated, all right, we're gonna put baseball heaters in it now. We're gonna put baseboards in it now.
So wait, yo, I like. All right. But then and people be renting them.
People, listen.
I think we getting this mindset of. I know for me, I go a little above and beyond in my rentals. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because I start thinking like, yo, I want people to live how I live to an extent.
Yeah.
And I think that's how sometimes we can cut off. We're gonna get these crazy cabinets. We're gonna put the gold on the handle. We're gonna hardware. We're gonna go ahead and make sure the central air decked out, everything.
See, all right. So I'm gonna give you a little gem. Like, don't get attached to these properties. You can't.
Right.
Like as long as everything is operating the right way, you can't get attached to them because you're not living in it, and you gotta understand, like, you're not in Brewerytown all the time, when you're not in all these upscale areas. So if I'm in the hoods, I'm gonna rehab them accordingly. You know, I'm gonna put my baseboard heaters in there. I'm gonna make sure everything is running the right way, of course. But you know, it's different areas. It's different ways you gotta rehab them. I don't rehab everything the same way.
Right. No, that makes sense. I've done houses, and the one house I'm doing right now, that's the best house on the block. Yeah. Literally, hands down, best house. The stuff that's in there, they ain't never even thought was even out in the world yet.
What area?
This is Strawberry Mansion. Okay. All my stuff in Strawberry Mansion.
Okay. Yeah, I got a lot of houses down there too.
Yeah, everything in Strawberry Mansion. Yeah. But and like a little like Brewerytown, but more so is like Strawberry Mansion. Though. Okay. But I like that. I like your thought process behind it. On the cash flow and cash aspect of part of things, and also you got not you got to think about, but I got to think about it like. People really just need a place to live, a solid place to live. They don't gotta be super luxury, but they just need a solid, safe place to live.
And they're gonna tear it up anyway, honestly.
Yeah.
Like
you deal with like Section 8?
I deal with Section 8. Like my rooming houses, I just got so people that's coming home from jail, I got rooming houses for them. Like, you know what I mean? So
how much per week?
Per week, all right. So it's $500 per month actually. So I might have.
So you just hit them with the one time. You don't do the weekly.
Yeah, I don't do the weekly. So it's one time.
That's too much running around.
Yeah, I got SSI and SSD. So basically every month I know my money is there. So a house that I maybe paid down 5th and Clearfield or whatever, I might have paid $12,000 for. Put like another $12,000 or $13,000 into it. That's $25,000. I might be getting $2,500 monthly off of that property because I got 5 rooms in there. You know what I mean? So $2,500 times what? 12? I don't know. It's a nice amount of money.
I like your game.
Yeah, so
I like your game.
It's like you gotta think, if you do that with 4 houses, that's $10,000 monthly. So and it's easy money. Like, it's real easy money. Like, all they want to do is come in there, live in there, and they know like they got a comfortable place to live. Like, you don't gotta think so much about the deals you're making. And like, I got different type of workers, so it's easy for me.
So I feel like it's a couple different investors, right? And let's just say it's two. Let's just, for the sake of this conversation, it's 2 type of investors. Yeah. It's ones that's worrying. I feel like it's 3 different type of investors. It's one that's strictly worrying about cash flow. Yeah. It's ones that's worrying about net worth, and there's ones that's kind of like in a mixture. You cash flow, dude. Yeah, you just worry about the cash. Yeah, you don't care if the house only worth 100. Yeah. But if I'm bringing 100 a year off it, who cares?
I don't care if it's worth 50. I'm serious. I don't care if it's worth 50. If I get it for 15 or 20 and it's worth, the ARV is 50,000, I don't care. I'm gonna make way more.
As long as you only got to put $5,000 into it.
Yeah, as long as I only got to put 5,000 into it, I'm making 2,500 a month off of it.
Yo, I like this because. And this is something that really need to be put out there a little bit more, because it's different strokes for different folks, it's different strategies, right? Yeah. Everybody that I personally know in my circle, and everybody that a lot of the authority, I don't want to say authority figures on Instagram, but a lot of the people that's talk the most on Instagram, they always talking about like, yo, and I fall victim that they'll say like, yo, I got this house for this amount of price, but it's worth $600,000 after the ARV. It's worth 1.2 on the ARV. It's worth 350 on the ARV. I paid 100 for it. I put 100 into it, and it's worth 500, which is good. So I got all that equity into it. But it's more so people like, yo, I got 10. My net worth is 10 million there because I got $10 million houses. I got $500,000. But you like, who care about the name dropping? Not the name dropping, but who care about the title? What does the cash look?
I mean, right now I got 30 houses, bro. And it's like, I own majority of them. So my net worth is I don't really care about it. How much do I have liquid? Like, that's what that, like, at the end of the day is like, you can have all this equity and all that. How much do you have liquid?
What kind of move can you bust?
What kind of move can you go buy $1 million property like out of your pocket? Can you like, you gotta think, if you buying $1 million property out your pocket, that thing gonna be worth like $3 million or something like that. So my thing is, I'm a hustler, so I always be like, all right, look, I gotta be liquid. I gotta
be able to make a move.
Yeah, I gotta be able to make a real move at any given time. So that's you know, that's my way of thinking or whatever.
You know, and that's I like that because, like I said, the majority of people that's talking, they're talking about like how much is the house worth, not liquid. How much? I know a lot of guys that's like they got some serious cribs, some serious stuff, but like you said, might not got the million cash.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they'll go ahead and bust a crazy move like that. You know, even I mean, for real, that's kind of like how society is set up though in a way. When you think about it, and you're the outlier, you're the person on the outside, but that's good though, because even when people look at like Jay-Z a billionaire. Well, if you look at the breakdown, it was like 100 million in real estate. It was like probably 200 million in real estate. It was like 100 million in art. It was like a company was worth 100, another company was 200. You know, it all adds up to $1 billion. But when they looked at his stuff, he only had like 150 cash. Don't quote me on it, but
he only had like more than that.
He had like
Jay-Z
had something, but he had like something cash, but it wasn't $1 billion cash. He had like 200 million cash or something like that. But a lot of people, they don't really have, like, it's the worth of
the net worth,
the properties, which is still good. That's something you still got to think about. But like you said, when you got to make a move, you're like, all right, that's why a lot of these guys, they need, like, to make a major move, they need 2, 3 months, 6 months to make it, because they got, like, all right, I got to refi, I got pool, I got to sell, I got to get all this cash out, so then I can go ahead and bust that move. But you, like, look, listen.
I also got, I got equity too, though. I got, so I'm just strategizing, whereas though I'm just working all 4 corners. You know, I'm working every area, so I got like 4 ways to invest. You know what I mean? So I'm working all those 4 corners, and you know, it all comes together in a wash, like at the end of the month.
That's smart. I like that, because, you know, now for somebody listening, they like, you know what? I hear Boone always talking about, say, Strawberry Mansion, Brewery Town. Them houses ain't cheap. Yeah, especially Strawberry Mansion is going up now.
They're not.
These houses not cheap. Like for example, I paid 80 grand for a lot. Yeah. But it's gonna be worth something crazy when it's all said and done. But you like, look, listen, I could have bought 4 spots, the same 80, and make $20,000 cash
every month
off these spots, rooming houses and stuff like that. You know, and only got to put 10 grand into each and every house. I like that. Like, nobody talking about that. Nobody.
So actually, that's what I'm about to, because I always see everybody. I always like to be different. Like, I don't know why, but I think I'm making money off it also. But I'm gonna start really tapping in on that, because that's gonna be like my way of talking to. I basically like to get back to the community. Like, look, man, look, young boys, look, y'all can actually take 30,000. You know what I mean, and really make some moves off of it. You know what I mean, because they like mainly people want to just make money every month, like the hustler mentality. If I'm making 15,000 a month, you like, all right, I feel good about that.
I'm doing something.
You know what I mean? I feel good about that. So that's basically what I'm gonna start tapping into.
Yeah. So you don't care, you don't mind driving all around the city, because obviously these properties ain't next door to each other. They like spread out.
Well, all right. So basically, I just tap in on one. I tap in on one area. Like, I got Strawberry Mansion. I got a pocket out there that I just invest in. You know what I mean? Then I tap in Brewery Town. I got like a pocket out there. Then I'll be down North Philly, down Huntington Park. I tap into at least like 5, 6 houses around that area. So I basically like find my pockets and then tap in all around the area.
Try to fix all of them up at one time, and then move into, you like a daggone, what they say, like back before BC, they like, barbarians, they come in, they take over a section. All right, we on the next piece. We take over this section. All right, we on the next piece, but do one at a time. So what's your strategy? You like hit the market, hit the MLS, and just be like, yo, I'm looking for everything in the zip code right now.
Yeah, so I hit the MLS,
50 grand or less or something like that.
I hit the MLS, and I hit my wholesalers beats. I got a pipeline with the wholesalers and word of mouth. Word of mouth is like, you know what I mean, like, you know, you gotta think, when I'm in the area, they seeing me all day. Like, I'm in these properties also. I'm gonna look bummy, and you're not gonna know I have any money. So I'm gonna be in and out of the properties just like I'm a worker, and I'm just gonna be asking everybody. I had the young guys put like posters on people's doors. If I'm in that area, I'm working that area. You know what I mean?
You making the time worth it.
Exactly. That's why I don't have so much time for Instagram, honestly, because I'm honestly working. Like, I don't have time to do, you know, certain things that other guys is doing, you know what I mean? Because I'm really out here putting the work in.
You making it worth it. And that's what a lot of people don't do that. A lot of times, a lot of guys, when they in these properties, they in them and they out. They don't even want nobody to know they there.
Yeah.
You, the opposite. You like, I want everybody to know I'm out here because I want you to call me when you're thinking about selling.
Exactly.
It's the opposite. Other people like, I only want you to know I was here this week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you like really on the outside. You outside of the box on every.
I'm outside the box on majority.
But it work out though.
Yeah, it works out
though.
It works out for me. Works out for me for sure.
That's smart. That's smart. So let me ask you this: for somebody that's like, all right, fresh home, or somebody that's just fresh out of high school, or like they just not in the best position, like whether they fresh home or fresh out of high school, like they not in the best position. What would you say, like the first thing for them, like yo, what you can tap into, what you can do?
It depends on if they got cash flow or not. So
they ain't got no cash.
They ain't got nothing. So I would say build your credit. If you build your credit up, whereas though you can get, like I see you always post like people getting approved from Navy Federal. Yeah. So you know, if they get one of those cash reward cards for $20,000,
they can make a move.
They can make a move. Like, and especially the way I invest, they can make
a power move.
A power move, because that $20,000 credit card, you can MS that, liquidate that card, and now you can buy a property, turn it into a rooming house. Now you're getting $2,500 a month off a $20,000 credit card. You feel me? Yeah. So like, it's like so many different ways to get money. So that's why I would tell somebody on the first end, get a cash reward cards and get a Home Depot credit card. Like those are the two cards you want.
So let's say, for example, somebody got the 20,000, they got the 25,000. Would you recommend someone? Would you recommend somebody going and buying a cheap property cash and just facelift it, or someone using the 25,000 getting something, let's say in Brewery Town, a little bit more expensive, but the value is crazy, and they getting a hard money loan, they using that $25,000 as a down payment?
I would, like, honestly, depending on the ARV.
I got you.
Depending on the ARV. If you got a good ARV, we're going to go to Brewery Town.
Yeah.
Because that's going, you got to think.
The long game.
Yeah, after you flip that property, you can buy 3 or 4 of these ones over here. Game. So it's like it depends on your situation. Everybody's situation is different.
Right.
So if your ARV is good and you got the 25 and the hard money lenders are going to lend you the money, go over there. See, a lot of things people don't talk about. Like, well, my hard money lenders, you gotta have show the money that you can actually rehab this property.
Rehab the property. So there's a lot like that, and then there's some that will like let you go about your day.
Okay, all right. So the
90% of them, they need to see proof of something.
Yeah, they need to see.
But I've seen some where they just like, as long as you can show your down payment money, they really don't.
I mean, I ain't running to none like that. So but the guys I deal with, but see, for instance, if we had somebody like that, all right, I put the 25 over here, rehab it, and then, you know, I'm gonna be good. Now I can still invest on that side too.
I like that. I actually thought you was gonna say the other way.
No, you gotta think. I think out the box.
But you all over.
Yeah, I think out the box. Like, I don't have no consistent way of investing. Like, it's nothing consistent. If the deal makes sense to me, I'm gonna get it.
Got you.
So I don't think like, all right, this is just my. Everybody have a specific way. Like, I'm gonna burn everything. I'm going to do everything to make sure I get my cash flow.
So you got lines and you got free and clear.
Free and clear. I got majority free and clear.
So you just got a retirement plan waiting. You got a pocket just waiting. Like, if somebody about to want to do a 100-unit building, like, all right, I got some stuff I can pull out of.
So that's my end game right there. So right now I'm looking in Texas. Right now it's about like a 70-unit hotel building or whatever. Hotel, and you know, that's my end game. So I'm just trying. So I need cash flow. You got to be able to put down like 700,000 or 800,000 on these properties. You can't go there with no chump change. Yeah. So they want to see
you got them spots that when that move is ready, yo, give me 2 months. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out, and I'm gonna have my cash ready.
Yep, exactly.
But so now you tapping into the real estate. We're tapped in. You making any other moves outside of that?
So yeah, I'm tapped in with the trucking. The trucking business. Trucking doing pretty good. Remember, we was talking about trucking.
Yeah, we was rapping about that, and I'm trying to get into that. I'm trying to get into that. It's the couple people that I'm talking to, and it's funny because we supposed to talk again. Yeah. And, you know, moving around. Just
you already know.
But the couple people that I talked to that I wanted to tap in with, they just moving around so much, so I can't really get the game. Yeah. So like, And then I started getting back into the real estate. So I'm like, I ain't even really worried about
I ain't worried about
it. Yeah, but I want to get into it. How that whole play work out?
So the play worked out pretty good. So one of my childhood friends, he was already in it already, but he just didn't have the cash flow. So you know, I'm always liquid. So I'm like, all right, look, we're gonna buy, two trucks or whatever. So I put down $15,000 a piece on each one because they wouldn't let me just finance the trucks because I'm fresh into the trucking game.
So you had to do it under his name?
No, I did it under my LLC. We created an LLC together.
Okay.
So, but we still had to put $15,000 on each truck. I didn't really care because
you can't beat that.
You can't beat it. I'm doing $1,500 a day with Acme and General Dollar. So I'm netting every week $5,000 every week. So it's like
that was the driver get paid out and all that?
Yeah, that's after the driver get paid out and everything.
So and this is like personal question.
Yeah.
So when you go ahead and get the you open up the LLC with them, and you gotta go to your own personal bank or the actual trucking company.
You gotta go to the trucking company.
They can finance you directly.
Yeah, they're gonna finance you directly.
When you finance the trunk, what's the rates?
So the rates on that one was it was like 8%.
So they high, obviously.
Yeah, they high because you gotta think I'm a liability in the beginning. So I didn't really care. You gotta think I'm doing $1,500 a day.
You know how to make the money.
Yeah, I know how to make the money, so I'm cool. And I don't even touch that business. Like that's basically his business.
Yeah, man.
And I get $5,000 a week, and he's taking whatever he's taking, and I'm cool.
So what year are these trucks?
So I got a 2016 and I got 2014.
Yeah, but I was told you don't want nothing brand spanking.
No, you don't want that. You got these trucks got 300,000 miles on them.
But they can go to like an M.
Yeah, they can go to like a million miles. So look, the most important thing about trucking, what you want to do is you want to make sure you have a warranty on it, because them trucks breaking down, you're going to have to pay for them all the time. So I'm like, look, I'm not buying a truck just cash straight out. I'm gonna make sure I have like a year warranty on it.
And it's like $6,000.
Yeah, it was like an extra 6,000. But it's like, all right, I'm cool. Like y'all gonna take care of everything.
But it's all worked into that finance.
Yeah, it's worked into the finance.
Oh, you can't beat that.
You can't. And like Acme and General Dollar, they need more trucks. So my thing is to build the money up off of what I'm making already, and then I'm gonna buy more trucks when the cash flow comes.
So for somebody like young dude he came into the Navy Fed, he $25,000 card.
Yeah.
He don't got a homie that's already tapped in. Well, how could that work out for him? Where he got the money to buy the truck, but he don't got the homie that already tapped into the game.
So basically, what you going to see? Me personally, I don't like to talk about nothing that I don't know.
Right. That's cool.
I don't like. So what I would do is I would do my due diligence first. Make sure that I have somebody that's an end source that can basically work the play out. Like you don't want to just be like, all right, look, I'm getting a truck.
But
and
then
I'm getting
you stuck
authority.
after that.
Then now you stuck. It's like, look, you got to think to get your own authority and all that stuff. This stuff takes months. People don't even talk about that type of stuff.
People's like, yo, I'm going to get the truck
tomorrow.
I'm
going to get the truck and then no.
Yeah. Yo, it's crazy because everybody talk about I'm getting this truck tomorrow, and then you follow up with them a week later or 2 weeks later, a month later, like, yeah, my joint's sitting.
They're still sitting.
It ain't really take off yet. I still got the same miles I had when I bought it.
Exactly. See, I don't really tap into stuff I don't
you ain't
honestly
fully
know.
tapped into yet.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with somebody like I can't be the mastermind on everything.
Yeah.
So if you're a mastermind over there and we can tap in and make money, I'm gonna make money with you.
I'm gonna let you do
what I mean? Like a lot of people ain't liquid, so it's like, all right, here you go. Look, you can take this. I'm gonna look out for you, and let's make some money together.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's my whole strategy on life.
No, I respect that. I respect that. Sure. So now you got the truck and you got the cribs, you got everything rolling, but now you teaching people now. How your whole mentorship go?
So my mentorship goes. I charge $2,500 for my mentorship, and it's 6 weeks. So it's a 6-week course for $2,500.
That's good. Some people 4 weeks.
Yeah.
For double.
Yeah, I know, $2,500. But how I'm killing them is I'm giving them an opportunity to flip a property with me for $10,000.
So if they got 10, you got a spot.
Yeah, you got a spot. So it's basically 12.5. So you give me the 10,000. We're gonna make an LLC together. We're gonna flip a property under my name, basically. You know what I mean? Then I'm gonna take my name off the LLC, and then you can have the LLC, and you can start flipping houses by yourself.
Ain't nobody doing. So wait. So so somebody come with 12.5.
Yeah.
Y'all create an LLC together. Both your names on the operating agreement.
Yeah.
Y'all make the move. You jump off. You made your change. You made what you needed to make. But then you like, yo, you can go ahead. You got to establish LLC.
I'm gonna see the first one through, and then you got to establish LLC, whereas though you can go to the hard money lenders and you can go flip a property, and I'm gonna be in the win already. But you gotta think, I'm doing that with like 3 to 4 people, so that's another 40 to 50,000 a month. Like people, you gotta think, my mind is thinking like on
cash.
every level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cash, cash, cash. Like I'm out. I already know what my end game is already.
Yeah.
So
you like the quick flips.
Yeah, I like quick money.
Yeah, you try and get in and get out.
Yeah.
I ain't hear nothing. But then on the back end, you staying ready for the long game play.
Exactly. Because that's what the build-up is like. I'm getting the quick money so I can get to, you know, the 100 unit, you know, out Texas or, you know, or the Cube Smart storage buildings, you know, 300 units, you know, that type of stuff. But yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah,
we talked about that.
Cause they doing X amount of dollars a month for rental storage, but you ain't got no maintenance.
You ain't got nothing.
You ain't got no. It's 2 people working the front desk.
But you gotta be liquid 500,000.
Yeah.
So after you pay that 500,000, I gotta be liquid another at least $1 million, 1.5
to be ready.
So you know what I mean. So that's my whole end game. You know what I mean? Because you're not gonna make it making 10,000 a month. That's gonna take a long time.
Hell yeah, it's gonna take a long time.
It's gonna take a long time making 10,000 a month.
So you need the 5 to jump into the Q Smart play, but then you franchising under they brand.
Yeah, yep.
And then just run from there.
Yeah, and now you got it. Now,
when you think about making that play?
I'm thinking about making that at the end of the year. So I've been already working 2 years for these goals.
For set up.
So it's for this, and it's for like a 40 or 50 unit down Texas.
I like that. So you in and out all these mini plays to get ready for the big play.
Major play.
So you like, I don't care. You keep the LLC, you do your thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to take what I need to go ahead and go to what I got to do. But on the same token, you helping them out get established so they can make their own moves.
Exactly. So that's why a lot of people love me, actually, because